how to make and prompt speech sounds. First up, the L sound. The first sound we'll work on today is the letter L. I tell kids to lift up the tip of their tongue to right behind their front teeth, just where they make the T sound and the N sound. So if they can make N and they can make T, then they can definitely make the L sound, like this. T-t-t, d-d-d, la-la-la. So you can have them try and make those three sounds right in a row. A prompt for the L sound would be just to point to your teeth and your tongue. Give it a try and let me know how it goes. The S sound. Our second sound is the S sound. Usually what goes along with the S sound is the Z sound. So if you're working on one, you should be working on both because many words end in an S and may either sound like S or they might sound like Z. So again, it's just like the L. You're going to lift your tongue right between these front two teeth. And I always tell them to feel for the ridges on the top of their mouth. So try to make T, 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 and then hold that T for an S sound. T, T, S. I encourage them to use a mirror so that they can see if their tongue comes out. So if you see T, T, S, they can use the visual of a mirror to say, oh, I saw my tongue. Let me put it back in your mouth. So I tell them to keep their tongue inside. The R sound. The R sound is the most difficult sound for kids to make because it's hard to see. So when I try to teach the R sound, I use something called Mr. Mouth. It's a really gross, rubbery thing, but the kids love it and I don't quite know why. So what I do is I show them that the first step to making the R sound is you're going to lift your tongue to right behind those front teeth where you make T, D, N, L, and S, and Z. D, Z, L, N. Okay, so that's your number one position. Your number two position, you're going to start to curl the tongue back. So you're curling it and you touch those ridges on the top of your mouth. So I encourage them to tickle the ridges so they get a sense of where their tongue is. The number three spot is you're curling your tongue back even further to where your mouth makes that cave. So now your tongue is curled back, and this is the prompt for it, is I always just look and I have them curl their tongue back like this, close the jaw, try to make an R sound, and then release their tongue to make a vowel sound, usually an A. So it sounds like this, A. So that way they're getting that curling motion and they're getting into position for R and out of position for R. And my prompt for R is always like this. So if I hear somebody talking and they're using more of a W sound or a distorted sound, I tell them use your number three position, curl your tongue, or I'll just go like this. Good luck. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to call me or send me an email at hansona@guilderlandschools.net. Good luck.